Hey everybody, welcome back. I figured I would show another row of my builds, and it's the row with the cars. Well, there's several rows. That was a dumb statement. I'm looking right now. There's 3 rows of just cars, but anyway, these are the older cars, sort of. Yeah, these would be the older ones, I guess. Yeah, looks like it to me. I got an older one over on the other shelf, but anyway, this is the row with some pretty cool stuff I'm pretty proud of. But first, on a sad note, I wanted to let you guys all know. I've been a ProTech detail parts dealer. Well, that's come to an end. We had somewhat of a disagreement, and they decided that I'm not going to be a dealer anymore, so that's very unfortunate. But that's just how it is. Sometimes business just don't work out, and financially it wasn't the greatest move for me too, but I didn't have anything to do with the ending it. But anyway, it ended, and the ProTech line, I still got stuff, but when it's gone, it's gone, and I am exploring other options. So that was a downer. Sorry about that, but I just need to let you guys know when you go to the website what's in stock. That's all that's there. So whenever the ProTech stuff's gone, it's gone. And again, I'm looking for something different, and like I said, there's more fish in the sea, many more fish in the sea. So yeah, working on some other stuff too on my own, and anyway, just be on the lookout for some new stuff. And anyway, let's get back to this. All right, so this is, I believe, a 58 Edsel. This thing was really fun. This was when I was first getting started with my channel. Didn't really know what I was doing, to be honest with you. I mean, I could put a model kit together, but as far as like the chrome paint and stuff, I was kind of exploring things. I didn't have the options that I have now. And this chrome was painted with that Rust-Oleum metallic paint. It's got the silver cap on top of it. It's actually not that bad for a budget. And man, it's a whole can, you know what I mean? It's not Revell chrome or anything like that, but it was pretty good. So what I did on this one is I taped off the entire, you can go back and watch the video. It's actually kind of entertaining if you ask me, because I had to tape off the entire car except for the chrome. So everywhere that you see chrome, I even chromed the bumpers with that stuff, and it's not that bad. It really isn't. If you're on a budget, that chrome really, it's not that bad at all. So it's that Rust-Oleum, rattle can. But anyway, I still got some of it. I just don't use it anymore. But anyway, this was a fun build. I was trying to take my time on this one. Like I say, early in the channel, just got started, and I think it just turned out. I almost said it's a beautiful car. I think the reason Edsel failed is because they weren't a beautiful car. In my personal opinion, it's ugly. It kind of resembles a checker cab in the front. If you took the grill off, it just reminds me of somewhat of a checker cab front end. Just a really lost car from what I gather. The Edsel company, which was named after Edsel Ford, Henry's his son. And yeah, anyway, 58 Edsel, I believe. Did some interior painting on the seats, tried to get those kind of two-toned and pretty cool. Under the hood, let's see, will it come off? Yep. Under the hood, I painted the engine yellow. I think they were yellow. I don't know, but I painted the engine yellow. I can't remember if that's the way they were supposed to look. I went a little overboard on the weathering on the breather. It looks like water set on the breather for months and dried up and kind of left that scum. But I just, had fun doing it. It was cool. It was early on in the channel. And there's the underside. But yeah, it's heavy too, man. For just a model kit, that thing is really heavy. Those were big cars. Could you imagine what those things probably weighed? Anyway, let's show the back. Got the back looking all, 58 Edsel right there on the tag. The trunk looks like it would open, but it doesn't. I panel washed or panel line accented the panel lines so it would pop. I hand painted the Etzel on the sides and on the grill. Not the greatest, but hey, it's what it is. It is what it is. And there's the fingerprint that on the top chrome that I put in there when I built it. You probably will see that if you watch that video. So that's pretty cool. And here's another one I did the same thing. Let's see what this is. I think this is a I've got another one on the shelf, I think. What is that thing? 40. Where's it at? 41 Woody. Okay, yeah, that's what it is. 41 Woody. And I did the same thing with this chrome. I taped it off. I think I did better on the Etzel. There was less chrome on this, but I taped it off and sprayed it with that same stuff. Did the wood grain. I think it turned out pretty nice. Again, early on in the channel. But it's a pretty car. I couldn't imagine having to maintain one of those wooden cars because, I mean, it's made out of wood. So there's probably quite a bit of maintenance that you'd have to do. Oh, I wired it. So under the hood's a flathead. Oh, the lighting's awful. But I did put wires, spark plug wires. Pretty neat. Pretty cool looking under the hood. And the top is some kind of flat paint. Already has the texture. So I just painted the roof black. Thought it looked really nice. Underside. Looks like I did a little bit of weathering around. What is that thing on the axle back there? What is that? That canister looking thing. I ain't got a clue. Never really noticed it until now. Oh, I bet that's an overdrive, because look at the axle. Looks like it has a side portion. I bet that's some sort of overdrive. I'm just guessing. I don't know. Yeah, turned out pretty neat. I've got another one of these on the shelf. That was my dad's. Yeah. Oh, actually, is there just one? Thought I saw two. Anyway, regardless if I saw two or not, I got one on the shelf, and it was one my dad had bought, and it was in his little stash that I got after he passed away. So that's neat. 41 Ford Woody. And next is one I really like. This is super cool. Let's get it down. I'm trying to remember the gentleman's name who gave me the kit. Darn it. I think his last name is Woods. Oh, heck. Scale model car guy Sean would go to his house, and he interviewed this gentleman several times. Man, what's his name? I can't remember. I think it was Woods. That's awful. But anyway, this is, I think, a 29 Lincoln. I was looking for it. This is the original 1966 edition Gangbusters. And Billy Bear gave me another one, but I was trying to find it on the shelf to make sure I got the year model right, and I don't see the darn kit. I don't know where I've got it put. But it is, I think it's 29 Lincoln. Man, what a fun build. Cool car. And just to be able to put something together, you know, back from 1966 is just classic, in my opinion. I think it's just so cool. I two-toned it. Took my time on this one, and it turned out really nice. Looks like I used all the kit chrome. I see some touch-up place right up here on the grill where the sprue was at, and I just touched it up with chrome paint. But this thing is just so neat. This is an MPC kit. That's the little box that goes off the back there. MPC 29 Lincoln, and it has the hood opens. Let's see if I can get that to work. Tone this down just a little bit. But the hood will open. The spare tires will also fall right off. But the hood will open up, and it's got that. I think it's got a 12 cylinder. Might have a V8. I'll take these spare tires off. See if I can get that open. Get a toothpick here. But yeah, these are cool. This is my favorite, you know, era of cars. Early cars. That's just me. But anyway, yeah. Oh yeah, it's got it's big V8. It's got the V8. I didn't have to put plug wires because on this one it has this tube that I think the plug wires would have run in. It's really cool though how the hood opens like that. I'll take this one off and see this side too. See if there's anything different on this side. I don't take these down very often, or at all really. I showed this one at a couple of shows. Oh shoot. And very proud of it. Pretty cool car. There's that side of the engine. So yeah, that's neat. It also has this little door here. I think it's like a golf club door is what someone said. Maybe throw your golf clubs in there, and it opens. If I might pop it open from the inside. Kind of sticks. There it is. So yeah, that little door opens up. And the rumble seat. Ooh. Ooh. Kind of tight there. So it closes. Get this up a little higher. So there you go. That's pretty neat. And see if I can open it up without pulling off the little latch. I like it better with the rumble seat open. On the interior, I just doctored it up a little bit, made it just, it's basically box stock. Well, it is box stock. Everything in it's just kit parts. Seat kind of left that black shadowing part down in there, so it just give it a little bit of a realistic look, like there's a shadow. Yeah, man, what a cool car. Thought that one was really fun. I need to build more of these. I've got some of the testers put out some. I got a Chrysler Imperial. What is that thing? Yeah, Chrysler Imperial Phaeton 1933 model. Got some of the old Cadillacs. Got a Rolls Royce. But yeah, these are cool. And again, this is MPC. Man, they were nice. This was a very nice kit. I'm not going to try to even put the, kind of shaky right now for some reason. But I'm not going to try to put the spare tires on there. This thing, I think, yep, it's just laying there. So if you wanted to put a top on it, you could. But I just think it's a beautiful car. Very, very cool. George Woods. I remember his name. Thank you, Mr. George, for that. He, I didn't finish the story. Sean was over at Mr. George's house, talking to him and somewhat interviewing him. And Mr. George knew that I hated to open up old kits. And so he opened it up for me. And then sent it to me and told me I needed to build that thing. And that was very fun. And again, very appreciative to Mr. George Woods for doing that. And thanks to Sean for going over and doing that. Alright, this next one is pretty cool. It is a 37 Ford, not coupe, sedan. I guess sedan's what you'd call this. This turned out really good. It was willow green. MCW willow green is the color. I don't like the angle of that either. Let's get it back down a little bit. So yeah, willow green. This thing turned out really pretty. It's just an absolute box stock build. Stock wheels. Stock, I hate to say this, but stock Chevrolet engine that's in it. And but it turned out really pretty. It took second place, or a second. I got a silver token or medallion at JaxCon when I took it. I was proud of that. And the bottom side there. So yeah, that one's really neat. What a cool car. I've got a couple of these, if I'm not mistaken still. I've got the 37 Ford Coupe. That's what Jason Hanscom and Brian Burwell are building as a buddy build right now. I think it's a 37 Ford Coupe. I've got the 37 Ford Street Rod, this same model, but the older edition. This would, and then I've got the Monogram right beside it. This would have been the Classic Cruiser by Monogram, and it is 24 scale, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I can't see, but I think they are 24th scale. Oh, my eyes. Anyway, yeah, pretty sure it's 24 scale. If it ain't, it don't really matter because it's already built and everything. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful paint. Love that willow green, and it turned out good. And I think the kit mags were just so fitting and so 90s. I just loved them. So yeah, that was a really fun one there. And I'm glad I got to get that down and look at it again. That's really cool. All right, next is a very special one to me. And if you've watched my channel for very long, you probably know why. But it's this one right here. 48 Ford by Testers. Actually, I'm sorry, IMC. IMC came out with this kit in like 65 or 66, and they were really ahead of their time as far as model kits, because it had opening doors. It was a multi-piece body, made it very difficult to build. It was a beast. It did not have chrome. So like the chrome here, it didn't have, you hear it's actually got chrome on it. It just comes with stickers, that's it, and right there and right here. So it didn't come with any chrome embossed into the plastic. I'm at loss of words right now. So I took some styrene. Actually, I only had round stock, so I flattened off one side. I know they make like half moon shaped styrene. I just didn't have that, but I took the styrene, flattened one side, glued it on, and then just sanded the fire out of it to get it shaped right. And man, it made it come to life. It wasn't so easy though, because you got like little small pieces. You got the doors you had to run on. It's just, and then back here, it was a real bear to try and get it sanded down right there. And I'm not even sure if that's focusing right there, but anyway, it was a fun car because my dad built one of these, and I've got that car, and I was going to kind of restore it, and it just kind of got put on the back burner. But my dad, I remember him sitting down and at the kitchen table and building his 48 Ford. It was the tester's version of it. There are a few differences. They did change a few things on this car. That door will not stay shut. Well, sort of will. I bought some of those little magnets though, so I need to put a magnet on there so the door will stay shut. This is so this is MCW paint from, like I say, the Lincoln to 37 to here. I started to, not all of it is, because I'm going to get to some other cars that isn't MCW paint. Anyway, beautiful car. Thought it was so fun. It's box stock as far as the model kit goes. It's got just a stock flathead. They had some really nice details. They did a wonderful job making these kits. They just were super difficult to get the doors to line up properly, the hinges to work right. It's a beast. It's a bear. It's just tough. And under the bottom, oh, there went the little boot. So it's just box stock. I hear my kids outside screaming and hollering and playing. My little granddaughter's here and they're outside playing, I suppose. But yeah, the seats would fold up, but they didn't work right, so I just glued them up the way they are, but they would fold forward. But yeah, it's just a really pretty car. Reminds me of the car that Daniel's son drove on the Karate Kid, and I've heard other people say that. I don't know if it was a 48 Ford, but it must have been. But if you get one of these, just be prepared. It's a bear. The front grille here, I said something about there's some differences. Oh, and also the chrome, the grille is made into the plastic, so that is all bare metal foiled here, here, and here, and the top piece is chrome. But they changed up the nose on the newer ones, so if you get one that's a tester's edition, this grille doesn't fit. It's not, I don't know why the mold got changed, but there's a little slot back here, or a cutout on the IMC, that this grill fits in there, but on the testers it's not there, so you would have to cut that out so the grill would actually, see, the grill sets back in there a little bit, that center piece of the grill. You have to do some adjusting there. But anyway, very, very fun car. Very nostalgic to me because I saw my dad build one of these. And if you still got your dad, get him to build a model and let you watch him, because whenever, you take those times for granted. I sure did, and that was a really long time ago. I can still remember that. All right, next one is this Hershey Brown 48 Ford. This is a Revell kit, super nice. It is not a a multi-piece body, but it's a real nice car. I don't remember if this was MCW paint. I think I might have mixed up tester's paint for this. I can't remember. I'm seeing if it's got any cracking in it. I think it is tester's. I think I do see some light cracks, and I don't know why my tester's paints will start to do that cracking or whatever, but they do. Anyway, yeah, this is cool. I like it. I like the color. I think it's super fitting for the car. I don't know if one came in Hershey chocolate brown or milk chocolate brown, But if I had a Hershey decal for the door, I think this would be the best salesman car for Hershey candy in the whole wide world. Under the hood, I got wires on this one. And this one does have the chrome made into it, so you don't have to do what I had to do with the IMC. But yeah, it's got wire. I ran the wires from down in the distributor there. Oh, that looks pretty nice. It's cool to get your stuff out and look at it sometimes. Yeah, and the interior, just two-tone brown seats. I just thought it was cool. But yeah, that's the Revell version of the 48 Ford. I guess you would call this, is this a coupe? I get confused. Is it a coupe? Yeah, I think it's a coupe. Maybe a sedan. I don't know. But I don't think it is. I think it's a coupe. Alright. The next one here is... I was proud of this one when I built it, but now that I look at it, it's like, ugh, I could have done better. So it's this 55. It's a monogram kit, but I think it's actually a Revell kit. Do I got one up there somewhere? I wanted to see it. I think it's boxed as maybe Revell. I don't remember. I don't see it either. Golly, I got so many kits up here I can't keep up with them, and when I try to find one, and then when I'm done with the video, it'll be like, oh, there it is right there. But it's in kind of a wider box. The box is kind of wide and flat. Well, it may be the same thickness of a normal model box. I don't think it's quite so thick. But anyway, 55 Chevy. Man, these things are nice. I've got one or two because after building this one, I was like, wow, that thing built so nice. I want to try it again. I'm proud of my little paint on the, let's see if I can get it. I hand painted that. I thought that turned out pretty good. Just don't get too close to it. I'm probably too close right now. But yeah, 55 Chevy. 55 is my favorite year model of the Tri-5s. My dad was a 56 guy. I think the 55 is the most attractive model, in my personal opinion. It's got the, I don't know if you call that a Continental kit on the back, but it's got the bumper that sticks out, holds the spare tire. I don't think this car comes with a different option. I think you have to build it like that if you use what comes with it. The interior. I took this to my very first show in North Charleston, South Carolina, when I went to my very first show, and I was very proud of this, and I'd never been to a show. And when I got there, I was like, oh man, nope, my paint is not there, because this paint job is it's a shelf model, but the paint is, it had a lot to be desired. There's no clear coat on this or anything like that, but it was pretty cool. Let's see if I can flip it, see the bottom before I take the hood off. Yep, so there's the bottom. Pretty nice, but beautiful, beautiful car to build. This piece of chrome here is a actual chrome piece. So when you get it, this is like cut out on the body, and this fits in there. That's really nice. Now this piece, you have to chrome that. So that's bare metal foil there. And that was bare metal foil also on the Hershey Mobile. And on the 48 Ford IMC, I bare metal foiled over that styrene that I put in it. This does have wires, but they're so far back you can't really tell. But I did wire the engine. But yeah, very nice car. If you can get one of these model kits and you want to build a 55 convertible, this is the one to get in my opinion. It's just a really nice kit to build. I'm running out of room up here. I wanted to kind of put them back the way they came out, so I got 3 more. Oh, the next one. I really like the next one. And it's actually been in a magazine. Super cool. So this is a 55. I won't remember the darn Mercedes. Is it like GL 500 or something like that? This would have been the gull wing car if it was a hardtop. Obviously this is a convertible, but this is Italy, I think an Italy kit. Yeah, it is, because I've got another one in the testers version somewhere over there, and then my friend Randy Bowie sent me one that is an Italy kit. So this was a super nice car to build. The paint on this one, this is by far my best. It's kind of dusty, This is my best finish without clear coat. That is there is no polishing done either. That was MCW paint, and that's it. I mean, there was no polishing or clear coat or anything. All the chrome is kit chrome. All these pieces are plastic chrome pieces that you get. So I didn't have to do any like bare metal foil. The dash. Look at that beautiful dash. Isn't that something? Is that a decal or a paint it? No, I painted it. I thought it might have been a wood grain decal, but no, that's I wood grain painted it. But look at that. That is just a gorgeous car. I'm not talking about my model. I'm just saying this car in general. Oh man, wouldn't it be nice to drive that? And it's completely box stock. And the engine, it's like a slant 6. Slant 6 before slant 6s were cool. So that's nice. The hood obviously pivots up that way. And then the underside. Kind of like a little race car because it's got like a tube chassis. But yeah, man, cool beans. That thing is nice. I'm super proud of this, and it made it into the magazine, Model Cars magazine, once or twice. I can't remember. It's been photographed several times, and yeah, very proud of that one. That's tops. That's one of the favorites right there. And two more. This one not so much, and the next one not so much, but they're still cool. So let's finish it off here. This is I think a 55. You Corvette experts tell me 55 or 56. The stance is awful. It's just awful. And look at how far the front tires sit up under there. What in the heck happened there? But I just built it right out of the box. But this is that Revell kit that comes in a little flat box. There's nothing wrong with the model kit. It's a nice model kit. Now that I look at it, I'm like, that thing looks all jacked up in the back, and the front tires are sucked up. Maybe that they're supposed to look like that. I don't know. This one, this is bare metal. These are bare metal foiled. It's bare metal foil around the all the way around the driver's compartment, down in between the seats. All that's bare metal foil because that's just plastic. These pieces are bare metal foiled, and around right all the way, start from right there all the way around, that's bare metal foil. That's kind of tough. And these are bare metal foil. So these are inserts, I believe, here. These pieces here, I think they're like an insert that you put in, but they're not. There's no chrome pieces, so you have to chrome that. But it's pretty, but it's just, I'm not a huge Corvette fan, especially these years. And but like I say, it's a really pretty model car. And the underside got just a little dirty. And the engine, oh, the trunk opens on this one too. It's got trunk. Looks like I got, what is this? Oh, hood props. I got two or three hood props back there. And there's the breather, because the breather just sits on it when I display it. So I have it in the trunk. It's where you won't lose it, right? And then the engine. Uh-oh, the hood doesn't stay on. The engine in that one. It's got wires. And yeah, just stock right out of the box, except for the wires. Which, you know, if you're going to build a box stock car, you ain't box stock if you put wires on it. So if you take it to a show and you've only built it box stock and added wires, maybe leave the wires off. I mean, if you want to enter it in box stock, just kind of throws the whole thing off, because you don't put a whole lot of extra detail in something that's box stock, but then you put plug wires on it and it's not box stock. You know what I mean? So it's like, just be careful with that, because that's happened to me at the shows. It's like, oh dang, I put plug wires on it. It's not box stock. This is MCW paint. It's a metallic black. I don't remember what this cream color is, but yeah, pretty car. And the last one here is an old classic Buick. What the heck is that thing? A Buick. I don't see one up here. I've got one somewhere. Electra. That's what it is. Electra. I don't remember the year, but it's a Buick Electra. Now this is one of the old kits. It's, I think, AMT repopped it, and this is a repop, but it's the old screw bottom kind. Oh, there went the hood. You screw the chassis in it, which I kind of appreciate, because it fits right when you put the screws in it. Heavy too. Boy, that's a lot of plastic. But I thought it turned out really pretty. That is not MCW paint. That's before MCW paint. I had I just used some testers enamel, and I added a little bit of like gold. I don't know what I was thinking, but like some gold, just a touch of gold paint, and the gold paint is kind of made it somewhat metallic-y, and you probably can't tell on this, and honestly it just looks dirty. But I was trying to get like make a metallic type of white paint. Didn't work so good, but that's okay. But yeah, this was pretty fun. It's got the old Buick nail head, looks like it, and I put some plug wires on it. Man, that's going way back. And the interior that you can't see because there's not enough light. Yeah, pretty fun car. A bear to get all the bare metal foil, because some of the lines and all are kind of worn out on the molds, but I was able to get it built, and I was proud of it at the time. Still you got to say, you know, you can't turn your back on something. I'm still kind of proud of it. It looks like I tried to paint Electra. It's like 175 or something on the back. I don't know. I just hand painted that with over the what was left from the molds being worn out. Yeah, pretty cool. But that's it. That is all of them. So they're all right there. That shelf. Uh-oh, there we go. Got the 58 Etzel, 41 Ford Woody, I think a 29 Lincoln, 48 Ford, 37 Ford, 48 Ford, 55 Chevy, 55 Mercedes, 55 or 56, or maybe 57. I don't know my Corvette years too good. And then the Buick Electra, and that's got to be like early 60s or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. But guys, thanks for watching. This probably took way too long, but I had fun looking at them and talking about them, and I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much for all your support. Thanks for watching these videos, trying to make time to come out here and do a little building and just make some content for you guys. I know you enjoy it, and I enjoy making it, and I enjoy just the interaction that I get with you guys. So let me know what you think about some of these cars. What year model Corvette is that? Did I get is the Mercedes a GL 500 or something like that? And I think everything else I kind of remember. But anyway, thanks guys for watching. Don't forget, as always, go over to too many things. Go over to hobbynutmodels.com, hobbynutmodels.com, and get yourself some of that great MCW paint that will lay down. If you get it just right, will lay down like if you shot clear coat on it, because I didn't on this one, and this is my most prized paint job right there. Yeah, hobbynutmodels.com. Go check it out. It's always linked in the description. Mark's a great guy. Go check out what he's got to offer over there. Pick yourself up a kit or some paint or something like that to further your hobby. Also, my website, mcvproducts.net. I'm trying to add as many different 3D printed items as I can, as time allows. Ellie is busy packing orders, and just so thankful for all the support that we've gotten over there. I don't know how many items I've got on there at this point, but it's quite a few. I think I'm up to 21 different engines, and I've got quite a few more that I've got to get printed. I think I've got up to 32 different sets of wheels and tires. I think it's 32, and then tons of little small parts. So go check it out, mcvproducts.net. And with all that said, I appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you really soon. All right, see you guys.